all of our projects that we have launched, the sustainability is included as a main part or primary part of the development because the market trend is following this. And the Dubai government and regulation is acquiring a part of greenery and sustainability in these projects. The solar panels and the smart home systems are driving the developers to go through these technologies. Because basically the solar panel is a renewable energy that is helping in many sectors with reducing cost of electricity, and a smart home system will help navigating through your apartment whenever you're not present there. So everyone is looking for these type of technology to their development.
Welcome to Property Talk from Louise's Lounge. On today's episode, we have Elio Badr, Sales Director of QUBE Development. Thank you very much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I always appreciate your time out, and we're going to delve into all things about sustainability and development, which I'm very excited to hear about. So can you share a bit about your story and about your journey into real estate development?
I've been into real estate for the past 8 years. I joined one of the biggest developers in the market, in the international market. And then I moved back to Dubai in 2021. So I spent almost 7 years of my career with this big developer. And then I took the challenge with the QUBE almost a year back. And it was the best decision I made for the career.
Was your decision around the fact that QUBE really focused on sustainability, eco-friendly, community living? Was that any part of the decision to change?
Basically, it was meant to be in the QUBE development. I got hired in the company out of nowhere. I saw myself sitting at the desk doing the challenge of a new developer in the market and having the new trend into the development and having a new experience, because basically whenever you move to a new developer, everyone is afraid. New developer, there is big hulks in the market, how it will go. But the trend that we're working on, the sustainable living with the projects and the market demand is increasing for this part of project. This made the challenge easier for us.
Was there a particular project, or did you have a mentor that maybe shaped your vision for sustainability? You said you're sitting at a desk and it kind of come to you, but was there some more defining moment?
No, but when I moved to QUBE, I used to do luxury real estate and everything is luxury, new trends. The sustainability was not part of our momentum in the previous company. So it was something new to me. And when I looked to the market trends and the demand of the new investors and clients that are looking to something new, and everyone, Dubai is a leading city about innovation and new things coming into the market, this was a turning point from a developer point to another. So that was the main thing that took my attention and QUBE projects.
So with regards to QUBE Development's focus on sustainability and innovation, as you said, has it evolved since its inception?
All of our projects that we have launched, the sustainability is included as a main part or primary part of the development because the market trend is following this. And the Dubai government and regulation is acquiring a part of greenery and sustainability in these projects. That's why we're trying to follow the trend at one point and to have something new for us.
As you said, there is a trend and more developers thinking about eco-friendly projects. But is there anything in particular that maybe sets QUBE apart from other developments or developers?
Because we're a new developer, we have a huge experience in the development in the global stage for sure. We're not a new developer in the development sector, but we're new to the market. And we have the luxury of time to focus on the sustainability and these primary, functions in our projects. We don't have a lot of projects. We have 3 that we have launched, and we're planning to launch 3 to 4 projects. That's why we have the luxury of time to focus on every single details that we're having in our project and to implement it in a very high end quality.
So it is about the quality, take your time rather than the quantity. So how do you balance profitability with sustainability goals?
That's a good question.
It's the one everybody wants to know.
I'll tell you a small story before going into the profitability. Usually, I used to do sales, pure sales. When I joined QUBE, it was a different challenge because I was involved in everything related to finance, related to profitability, related to every single details about the project. That's why when I sit with when I'm briefing brokers or when I sit with one of the clients, I know really every single details about the project and the finishing that we're doing. So profitability doesn't contradict with the sustainability because the cost of the material to engage the sustainability in the project is not higher than the cost of any other material used. From investor and client point of view, for sure, Dubai market is driven by investors and everyone is looking for higher return on investment. Sustainability is one of the key points of increasing the return of investment for the investors and for the end users. Because the end user, whenever he has a sustainable home or house, the durability of these products will last long for these end users and for the investors.
What about the maintenance costs as well and the upkeep? Does it impact?
For sure, 100%. Because usually whenever any investor calculate the return on investment, this what includes the service charge and the utility payment. So whenever we have sustainable projects with primary and high-end sustainable products in this project, the service charge will decrease for sure. And this how the return on investment will increase in these projects. And this is what everyone is looking in this market.
Absolutely. And walk us through the vision of QUBE development behind Arisha Terraces, from the concept to execution.
Arisha is the best combination of everything. From the location in Studio City, when I was doing the market research about Studio City, first of all, I opened Google Maps. I was looking to Studio City itself. It's surrounded by 4 or 5 communities. All the areas are developed. And there's a small piece of land like this. No one is looking at it. But basically, it is the new area that the investor will look in the upcoming 2 to 3 years. You have the Studio City area here. You have one big community on this side, which is the Mac Hills, Tel Al Ghaf, Arabian Ranches, Motor City. So the look and feel of the community is there. You don't have to work on it. So we're thinking, okay, there's communities next to us. We should have a small community in this area. So we started designing the project with the look and feel of community. And what we tried to implement in the look and feel is the experience itself. Because usually in some of the communities, you have the look and feel, but you don't have the experience of the community. You can live in a community, but there's no experience out of it.
What do you mean, the experience?
Yeah, that's the experience.
Putting you on the spot here.
Yeah. Arisha is built with the terraces and pergola. This is maybe Middle East trend, the pergola with the terrace. But these 4 buildings overlooking to each others and having the podium level link each building with the other, this will help the residents there communicate, because 100%. This is what is little bit missing in some of the buildings, not the buildings, basically the communities in Dubai. So, in the Arab countries, we like to socialize. So whenever you see maybe your neighbor going out from his apartment, you will say, hi, all is good. How are you doing? So this is the experience that we're trying to build, because basically almost 90% of the people living in Dubai are expats.
Is this to do with your hydroponic garden, the rooftop? You've got your 2-level community.
You'll go with your neighbor to the hydroponic garden, get some fruits and vegetables, do your salad with your neighbor, have it in your open space and on the podium level. Because even the project itself has a huge number of amenities. We have almost 64,000 square feet of amenities built in this community. So this space will allow the residents and the neighbors to engage with the pool, with the kitchen, the library, the cinema, everything is there. So basically, whenever you go live in this small community, you will have the experience and the look and feel, okay? And you will not need any single thing to go out of the community.
So you just stay there, live
You'll
there.
stay there. We have the retail on the ground floor, all the amenities on the podium level, and you're surrounded by big communities that will lead to the look and feel of the greenery, and the supply is limited there.
I do love that. I mean, community lifestyle. In Dubai, we like everything on our doorstep, especially during the summer, of course. So how did you actually identify this market, this type of development? You said the location, understand that little bit of area around developments, but was there any other way of identifying?
Identifying Studio City itself.
The market need for that location and this type of development. It's quite unique what you're doing.
Because even the regulation of the area itself is that you cannot build high-rise building. So whenever we look at it to build this G+8, and we saw that the regulation there is G+8, so everyone will be developing the same style of buildings. And because the area itself is underrated for now, and everyone will be overlooking to this area, that's why we spotted the Studio City plot first.
Do you actually go into the market and actually do all of this research with potential future residents?
Yeah, basically it's not with the potential future residents. Usually when someone of my team has a client at the office, I like to engage with them. So, and I like to have the feedback from these potential buyers about the project itself, because we're demand driven. Yani if we did something that is out of the market demand, you will hear it from who? From the client itself. So whenever the salespeople is presenting the projects to clients, I had one time engaged because obviously the client was Lebanese, and the sales team, one of the sales team called me, boss, there's a Lebanese client. Can you help me with everything that I've engaged with? They are looking for these type of projects, especially the hydroponic garden that we have implemented in one of the buildings, and the features that are missing in some of the projects in the same area. They liked the innovation and the new ideas that everyone is bringing to the market. And this thing was a new idea in this type of development.
So we've talked about some sustainable features with the hydroponic garden. What about technologies? Can you talk us through some of the cutting edge sustainable technologies that you're putting into these projects?
The solar panels and the smart home systems are driving the developers to go through these technologies. Because basically the solar panel is a renewable energy that is helping in many sectors with reducing cost of electricity, and the a smart home system will help navigating through your apartment whenever you're not present there. So everyone is looking for this type of technology to their development.
With the residents, obviously we've talked about the lower costs. So what's the ROI for residents on these green initiatives?
For sure higher. For sure higher. Because as we spoke before, whenever you have the service charge decreasing, the return on investment will be higher. And even having accessibility to sustainable and durable finishing and material, this will help to reduce the cost of maintenance for the building or for the apartment itself. And the ROI and the ROE will be higher at this stage.
So in 20 years' time, they're going to look as good as new.
100%.
30 years' time, 40 years' time. So how is sustainability reshaping the landscape of Dubai's real estate market?
Because of the regulation of the government, almost 20 to 30% of the market is driven by the government policies and regulation. Wherever the government is shifting its project, everyone is following. And even for the regulation of the development, for the 2050 zero net government vision and the greenery percentage that the government is implementing in every development to get the approval, this is helping to follow the trend with all the developers. And not everything, any single developer will have less than 20 to 30% these percentage of sustainability in their project. So the market trend will follow, and you will have similar percentage of sustainable in the future project.
Is there any regulatory changes that you would like to see that would help even further?
Regulatory changes.
That you're allowed to say?
No. No.
Well, we always want to help the government, as you say. We follow the government, but yeah, nothing that stands out that you would say, if that could be brought in, this would really help the sustainability market.
Basically, based on the experience that we're experiencing at the market now, I think they are leading much ahead of other countries. So for me personally, I don't have anything to add for that.
So you would say Dubai is one of the leaders globally?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So QUBE's planned 2.6 billion dirham investment within Dubai by Q4 2025. Do you have more visions, or what's the next phases? What's happening next?
When we started to do the vision and the mission of QUBE in 2024, we're setting a target of 2.6 billion to be launched in 2025 until Q4. So we already have shopped more than 6 plots and all over Dubai and the UAE market. But everyone is looking for the market trend. And when we looked how the market is dynamic and there is a good response with us, so the CEO gave us more and more. So we will be launching a new project in Business Bay and another one in Maidan. And the biggest hit will be in Ras Al Khaimah with almost a 2.6 billion dirham project, not all over. So one project will be worth of 2.6 billion that will be launching, and more than 2.6 billion. And the other project will be worth another 2.6 billion.
So Business Bay is actually quite established. And you talked about Studio City also being established, but the land. Do you have any other areas in Dubai that you see having the most potential for a developer, but also for investors?
Look, basically, we're not trying to focus on one area in Dubai. So that's why we bought our plots in different areas to have and to follow the market for sure. Business Bay, there is a scarcity of land and the demand is still high in this area.
Let's talk about going back to sustainability. There's got to be challenges. What are the biggest challenges you're facing implementing sustainability, eco-friendly into your projects?
It's challenging for sure because getting into new features in the market that not all of us has experienced now. So whenever you have a new trend, no one has experienced it, but everyone is following. That's the main challenge in implementing the sustainability in the project. But I think it's a good challenge and we will win.
So what do you hope for QUBE Development's legacy will be in Dubai's real estate land? Your mission in Dubai, what is that?
The Business Bay project will be a legacy for us because we partners with one of the international architects and we're trying to bring an hotel service to have the service management in the building. What we're trying to do to have a legacy for QUBE in different areas. So we're trying to do a new shade building with international architects and to have something out of the market momentum. So that's why we chose Business Bay as a prime spot for us to build this project. Maidan, the plot that we have, is very prime one. A QUBE development vision is to expand all over UAE, not only Dubai, and to have unique projects in these different areas. This will build us the legacy for sure in the market.
Are they all going to be around that community living lifestyle?
Not all of them, because in Business Bay, let's say you cannot build a small community. It will be a building like each other's, but it will have a different shape. It will have for sure the experience of the residents in the building, but not the look and feel from the outside.
So a lot of people watching, looking, I want to do this. I want to get into development. Any advice for aspiring developers out there?
Dubai market is the leading aspiring thing for the development. You can see in 2023, 2024, a lot of new developers are coming to the market. The good thing for QUBE that we have a legacy back in the future and we have the experience. That's why we're having a long-term relation with the market here, and we're trying to build a long-term experience with the residents and with the market itself. So for the new developer that are looking to come to the market,
good luck.
It's the best market to get into.
It's very dynamic, and the vision, as you said before, developers follow government trends, and government is here to create a city as a business, and that's just growing. All of the future plans.
Whenever the government is here, leading the community and leading the trends in the market, everything will be very good, because they are leading everything, not only the real estate sector. The security thing is the main PowerPoint that is bringing investors from Europe, from Canada, from USA. The safety and the security, for sure. Whenever the investor is moving here and he feels the security and the feeling of investment is secured with the government regulation, everyone will follow. So for sure, the market will be dynamic and the market will grow up and up for each year until the government executes everything she promised for in the upcoming 4 to 5 years.
Well, thank you for your participation in real estate. We obviously appreciate it from the agency side, and great to have you today. I really enjoyed that chat, and thank you again for your time.
Me too. Thank you for having me.